Alright, in this short video, we're going to show you how to create and edit HTML email templates for your organization. First, it is a couple-step process to make sure you set it up, but once you set it up, it should be pretty easy to edit and continue on. So the first thing you're going to want to do is if you have any pictures or custom logos that you're going to want to put on this email template, you need to upload those to Salesforce first. So where to find that? You'll click on the plus symbol to go to all tabs. And then you're going to want to find what says Documents. It's all in alphabetical order. So we'll go to Documents. And as you can see, I have a few logos inserted here. So YFC icon, YFC horizontal, black orange. You should have the national logos on here as well. One thing good to note is that when you upload them, you're going to want to size them appropriately. So you want to go to some sort of web designer or there's a website called Pixlr that you can resize images as well there, but usually in a PNG format in a a nice small size so that it's just going to be able to send really crisp and clear. So to upload a new document, you simply click New Document. I recommend setting up folders. So we'll just do Test. You do want to say that it's externally available, otherwise you're not going to be able to send it out an email template. Designate whatever folder you would like, and then choose your file. So for this documentation, I'll just grab this little YouTube icon, I'll hit Save. And as you do this, it will start to make sense. Obviously, I uploaded this logo. I'm like, whoa, it's way too huge. So that's where you're going to want to go, and to a website like I said, Pixlr, or if you just Google image resize tool, you usually can upload them and resize them, but you're going to want this image to be roughly the same size as it's going to be on your HTML email template. So for the sake of doing that, let's say we resized it, we can hit Replace Document, and then re-upload that smaller document. That's going to make a little bit more sense for us to do. So that's step one. I'd recommend loading all your logos and any images that you're going to want to include there first. Next, you're going to want to configure your company-wide letterhead. So the letterhead that's in Salesforce by default, you're going to want to click on the Setup menu here. Easiest way to find it, it is under Communication Templates, but you can also just type in here letterhead. You're going to find your letterheads. So this is a national template that's already set up. National template. We'll actually go through this so you can kind of understand the way that it works. So this should look somewhat familiar if you send any from any of the training videos, things of that nature. So you can edit it from here. I'd probably recommend just creating a new letterhead. So available for use. Let's just name this Tacoma area banner. Hit Save. Then you're going to want to create a banner, right? So this is where we can select the logo. And we have the test one here, and I'll show you the sizing proportions. So probably look severely oversized, as you can see. You don't want to send that to anyone. So remove that logo off. You can mess with a little bit of imagery as far as colors and lines, but you're going to want to have a header and then also a footer logo. That's just the format in which Salesforce does this well. Everything in between we can customize, but really the goal for this is just to maybe do some colors and then editing the header and footer properties, and you'll save that. You can always hit preview to see what that looks like, but we'll cancel this out and I'll go back to the national template that we've made. And as you can see, it's sized really well. So if you want to look at the images and the way that they were sized, feel free to reference this. My recommendation is put some sort of local branding here, and then maybe your address or website or other imagery down here, maybe executive director signature, however you like to do this. But this is your company-wide letterhead. So this will all make sense in the next step. So the third and final step is actually creating the HTML email template. So we're going to go to click on your name up on the top setting, and then click My Settings. And you get a little bit different setup menu. And then you're going to want to scroll to the left here, click Email, and then Email Templates. And you'll see that we already have one set up for you in a folder called YFC Emails and General Donation Receipt. So if you click on that, I'd like to show you an example and then kind of work backwards to kind of give you your ideal. So what you're going to see is really just a format and a type of merge fields. You see things in here like opportunity donation type or opportunity amount, organization name. These are all custom merge fields so that when you send it out, it merges all this information automatically so you have literally no work to do. So the more that you can have customized merge fields that make sense, and feel free to test them, the less you're going to have to do any sort of manual changes. So let's go back to email templates. We'll go through creating a new template. So probably 90% of the time when you're doing a receipt letter, you're going to use the HTML using letterhead. You can do custom, Visualforce. These two options get really into some very specific customizations, or you could even put code or HTML code. Text is really great for just kind of free-floating letters. Doesn't do any letterhead. Those are great for one-to-one emails, but for some of your mass emails, you're probably going to want to use a type of letterhead. So we'll hit Next. You want to check Available for Use, what folder you want to store it in. We'll just create this test email, and then it'll create the unique name, and then this is where you're going to choose your letterhead, right? So we'll use that national template again just so it all makes sense. You can also create different formats. The one that we used before is just the free form letter. You can do formal letter, you can do promotion right, so it kind of breaks it up in different little boxes just so it has a little easier layout. So pick whatever type of options you want there. Free form letter is typically the easiest to do. We'll hit Next. And now you're going to see your email editor here. Sorry for couldn't think of that right away. First, start with the subject. So let's say let's make this as an invite to a fundraiser. I always suggest the more that you can merge fields, the better you're going to be. The better your response rates are going to be because it's going to put their name in the right places. So let's go on. This is your object. So contact fields. It's good to know that individuals is the same thing as contacts in Salesforce. But all these different fields, some of them might look very crazy, but the things that you're going to use the most are contact fields or maybe opportunity fields. Opportunity is the same thing as a donation. That's campaign fields, right? Contact fields. So we want to grab just the first name for this email. So there we go. There's first name, and then it's going to give you this merge field. And all you're going to do is copy and paste that there. So you can do Control-C, Control-V to copy and paste that. So it's automatically going to put their first name. Remember, it's just first name. Would you join us for our fundraiser? And now you're going to go and draft some content. Maybe you want to grab first name again and details of the event. Maybe a RSVP here. We can select that and put a nice little hyperlink in there. Maybe you have a URL that's on your website somewhere. Feel free to do that. Just do test.com, so that'll underline it. Sincerely. So you want to spell that right. And you can put information in there. So you do different formats, different fonts. You can insert images from here, from some of your documents as well. So if we want to put that YouTube logo in there, maybe a picture of a ministry site or whatever that might look like, you can feel free to do it there. It's also good to know that you can merge company fields as well. So if you want to put your company's name or maybe user fields. So this is relevant if you're doing custom templates, and maybe it's for 5 people that are users of Salesforce that's going to be doing fundraising as well. So user fields, you can grab name, you can grab phone number, as long as it's obviously set up right in Salesforce under their user settings. But you can do a lot of really neat merge things through here. So pretty easy to do. You, draft your letter, and I'll just show you. We'll run a test down here. You can see how these two merge fields change. So we'll go to next. And then you'd also want to have a template for text versions. There's some people that only allow text emails through their company server. So this is how it'll get deciphered when it lands there. So you can customize it one-off, or you can just, like I just did, copy text from HTML version. Obviously, it's not going to include any pictures because those are blocked by certain people's spam filters or filters as they get emails. So you're going to see a nice little snippet, what that's going to look like. All right, you proof it, you like it. So now it's saved. So it's saved within your HTML email templates. So if we go back to templates, you'll see there's that test email. Now let's go ahead and try to send one out. So if we go to individuals, let's grab Matt Foster here. And if you scroll down, there's a little button that says send an email. Click on that. And now you're going to select your template. So we're going to select the template that we created. Let's do test email. And you'll see how this will magically merge everything together. It automatically looks at that individual's record. Matt, would you join us for a fundraiser? Hey Matt, here's the details of the event. RSVP here. And you can send. I'll go ahead and send. The nice part when you do, this is mainly a way to do one-to-one emails. You can do this through mass emails as well in Salesforce. We'll probably do another tutorial on that. But you can see that then that logs in your active history. That you sent an email to Matt, would you join our fundraiser? So really just a nice way to create email templates. Like I said, this is used for email receipting as well through some workflow triggers that does all these steps automatically. But this should give you a good base level understanding of how to create templates, how to upload logos, how to customize your company's letterheads, and how to do some of those merge fields. Obviously, it takes a little bit of playing, and feel free to have fun with it. Just don't send them out until you're ready, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks.